Now over to the UK, where there's a massive overhaul. The Prime Minister Gordon Brown says he will overhaul his government today after the resignation of a fifth minister. Bloomberg's Paul George is on Downing Street with the latest on this government crisis.
That was James Purnell, who Work and Pensions Minister, supposed to be a rising star in this government, but just about 12 hours ago he said he was going, and he did something different to all the other ministers who said they were going. He went public in the papers and said that he was quitting and he wanted the Prime Minister to quit. Well, now the cabinet reshuffle is underway as I speak. I'd like to say it was a clean and elegant process. It isn't. It's rather like doing a jigsaw with pieces which are alive and not over that. Not only that, they're slippery too. Here's what we know so far. The Chancellor of the Exchequer, Alistair Darling, was widely supposed to be going to be shoved out of his job to make way for one of Gordon Brown, the Prime Minister's closest protégés and allies. That has not happened. Alistair Darling has fought back against the Prime Minister and managed to stay in place. This despite being implicated in the expenses scandal. The other news we have for you that is Alan Johnson. Now, he was the Health Secretary, but he was also, interestingly, the man most likely to take over from Gordon Brown, whether he goes sooner or later. Now, he's clearly been kept on side. He's been promoted from Health Secretary to Home Secretary, the Interior Minister, one of the great offices of state. Now, it's interesting to note that after James Purnell resigned, he came out and he expressed his support for the Prime Minister, but notably also did not criticise James Purnell. So there is a good deal of ambivalence. This process will go on throughout the morning, maybe longer than that, and we'll be covering it for you. Back to you.
Paul George outside of 10 Downing Street in the UK.